Do you feel the MCU always dominates every year for comic book movies? I mean, they used to. They definitely used to. Will they get back to that? I have hope that they can. I don't want to say faith. Well, maybe faith. I have faith that they can, but I'm also like preparing myself for disappointment if I'm going to put my faith in them that much, because they've been on the decline. They've been on the decline a little bit, and it's not all their fault. I mean, Bob Chapek, the CEO of or was the CEO of Disney, really made them make some stupid decisions and made them put out way too much content and dilute their product. I'm hoping that now that Bob Iger's back, they can get back on track. But Bob Chapek's gone. They don't have that excuse anymore. COVID is more or less wrapped up. They don't have the excuse of that anymore. So they need to get back to their A game, and they need to get better. Even though I'm still enjoying them, I still think they're putting out good movies. They're not putting out nearly as great of movies as they used to. I think Superman Legacy is going, or Superman, James Gunn Superman is going to be a very interesting year for the MCU and for comic book movies in general, because for this year, we only have Deadpool and Wolverine, and we got Joker too. Then you got, your Venoms and your Cravens, but do we really think they're part of the competition? Like, if we're being honest with ourselves, is the SSU part of the competition? Get out of here with that. It's Deadpool and Wolverine, and it's Joker too. Those are the big comic book competitors coming up this year. After that, next year, we've got Superman. We've got what else do we have? We have Fantastic Four coming out next year. We've got a couple Marvel projects. We've got a DC. It's going to be interesting to see what the DCU brings us next year alongside the Marvel. We also got Captain America: Brave New World coming out next year. So we're going to go back to getting more of what we the output of Marvel movies that we expect in the theaters next year. But we've also got a new game coming in with James Gunn's Superman, so the DCU is going to start. That's going to be really interesting to see the DCU develop and how Marvel keeps up with it. If the DCU can keep up with Marvel, what exactly is going to happen there? Because if Marvel keeps putting out the product that they're putting out now and the quality of it, and they don't right the ship in a lot of fans' eyes, and they don't get better over like next year, over the next couple of years, DCU is set up to take the crown. Like, they really are. Like, the DCU has way more of an advantage than Marvel, because Marvel also has got a huge continuity, a huge universe already built. DCU is just beginning, so they get to start fresh. They get to introduce new concepts, new characters. They don't have to feel so bogged down by a bunch of storylines and characters that are already established, trying to stay within the continuity of their universe. DCU can just go and run. So do I think the MCU is always going to dominate? No. I think with the DCU, I think it's going to fluctuate over the next couple of years. I think we'll have great MCU years and maybe some good or great DCU years. But a couple of years, DCU is going to fumble and MCU is going to pick up the ball. MCU is going to fumble and DCU is going to pick up the ball. But they are not the only king in town. They are not the only one on the court anymore. They're passing the ball around to a lot of different people, and some of them are going to score on them. And I don't play sports, so that analogy probably didn't make any sense, because why do you pass the ball to the opposite team? Anyways, it's a really good question, Drew, and it's going to be really interesting to see how the landscape of the comic book movie genre develops over the next couple of years, especially with the introduction of the DCU. Well, thank you very much for checking out this clip from our live show that we do every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, called Zach Milne Talks Live. If you like talking movies, if you like talking movie news, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave? We do that on this channel all the time. But if you still need some time before you fully commit, you can check out the full video this clip is from right here, and you can check out another video over here. The subscribe button's right here.